Gotta leave it up to Ford to be pretty cool. They were like, not much I can do. So let's see what they got on their lot. They got a lot of the Mustang EVs chilling. I don't see any Ford Lightnings at the moment, which is fine. You know, who needs a Ford Lightning? But let's at least check out what they got. Oh, they got the Rally. See, that's what I haven't seen in person. Not a lot of dealerships have the Rally one. So it's awesome to see the Mach-E Rally. I already called it out just from the look, and you can see it. This is super clean. Right, look at this. This is fun. Now, you're gonna go rallying in it? No, you're probably not. You're definitely not. But if this is a series engine, developed by Renewable Innovations, holy shit, this would be like next level. Next level. What do we got spec-wise? Price-wise, we're looking at $60,000. Not too bad for the Mustang Mach-E Rally. That's pretty clean. I mean, those are your normal looks. I mean, this is fun. This is good. I like the wheels on it. Great color. I heard a lot of people have a lot of fun driving those guys around at the end of the day. So I've heard a lot of good things about the Mustang. I know they recently did a refresh, and there wasn't much to the refresh that they did, which is kind of disappointing. It's like, come on, why not? You got the Bronco. There's quite a few different variations of the Bronco. You know, there's the smaller one, I think. Yeah, and then there's this like subcompact one, and then they have like the normal one up here, right? So, and these are some Explorers. I'm not sure. These might be your little Fiestas. Ford's got quite a few different cars to choose from out here. We got some Ford trucks on this side. Obviously, we were looking at some Ford Lightnings, well, you're looking at Chevrolet. I've looked at some Ford Lightnings. I've gone on a test drive for those. These ones are pretty nice. This one's a Lariat. So you don't get too often where men will change their truck vehicles of what they own. It's pretty rare that a guy will jump from one brand to another. Got a nice little XL F-150, nice good work truck. Here's a really clean Bronco right here. This is a Sasquatch. This is what you're looking for. This is a clean, really, really nice from Ford. This as a series engine would be amazing. What do we got up here? 68.5. Not too bad. Not too bad. Got a lot of clearance, a lot of travel. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't that clean? Does that look clean? I think so. I think it looks pretty mean. You know, I think this is the Bronco that you want to buy. The other ones they just made for fun, because why not? I like the little sticker, but that's not gonna last. That's kind of a janky sticker. It doesn't have the best feel. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice looking Jeep for sure. Or I don't even, this would be like a real all-terrain vehicle. So I guess an ATV, but then it's not an ATV because we think of something else as an ATV. Oh, these are the Explorers, right? The cops always running around in these guys because they're reliable, they're dependable, they're fast. As long as you get the V6, you're solid. You got some more Ford F-150 work trucks over here. So plenty of options to choose from at great prices, right? Let's check out some of the prices on one of these F-150s, because hey, why not? What else are we gonna do right now? We got Gosch Ford all the way down here as well. So on this guy, this is a good work truck, 40 grand, brand new. You know, I mean, I know people that'll go and waste 40 grand on a fucking used truck that needs $5,000 worth of fucking work on it. So, you know, get something with a warranty. This one's the ST from Explorer. This is really nice. Just want to check out the side paneling. You got a gray edition over here. So, and then you got a F450 beefy with the Power Stroke. Why Ford hasn't put a Cummins engine in anything has got me. Look, they got green on this damn thing. No Cummins engine though. Where's the Cummins engine? Ford, you bought the damn company. Put a fucking Cummins motor in some trucks. This is $101,000. This is a great truck for you if you're looking at towing some stuff. If you just got a tiny dick and you just want to buy a fucking Ford F450 just because you're a little wiener, well, then that's fine too. But you know, this is a working man's truck. You're towing some fucking horses. You're towing some fucking cars with this thing. This as a series engine would be amazing. This is where you want to be putting Edison Motors type of technology, renewable innovations type of technology together, right? That's what you want to be doing. That's what you want to be seeing. We have this guy over here, nice F-150, got a nice little lift on it, got some upgraded tires. These guys look pretty clean, really fun. How much more are these over that base single cab? Well, shit, let's see. We got this black one right here, 74. Not too bad, but you're getting quite a bit of upgrades on this, and you're being taken care of, right? You know, Ford's definitely a reliable brand, and if it's not, you'll be found on the road dead. That's Ford, F-O-R-D, found on road dead. All of them have some stupid acronym, so don't take offense to it. We got Raptors over here. Like I said, Chevy actually made a Reaper. They have a Reaper. It doesn't exist anymore. I sat in a Chevrolet Reaper. It does exist. It just never fully made it all the way to production. No one, for some reason, no one at Chevy wanted to continue with it. You know, the front of this grill is pretty clean. Look at this. This is a nice little upgrade, guys, with the little texture in it. That is pretty clean. You seeing that? And the Ford emblem looks really clean. Ford's done a good job over the years for being one of the first auto manufacturers to really revolutionize the automotive space and create an assembly line. You know, Henry Ford was ahead of his time with the development of the assembly line. Really was. And all we've done is we haven't really refined upon it as much as we could have, which is disappointing. And we've outsourced a lot of it. You know, Henry was all about making stuff in America, building communities around the factories. The Raptors are clean, man. These are clean trucks. This one's super nice, really, really nice. I'd love to see these guys develop them as a series engine with me at Renewable Innovations. I would need the support of the dealerships, of the damn automotive. Look, we got Mustangs up on this wall. Well, when they got solar, we'll go check out that in a minute. But look at the rear end of this. I know you see them driving around, but man, these are clean. We got them. We got white. We got blue. I know it looks black, but this is blue. This is blue. And they got a Roush. Now I have seen the Roush. Had somebody sold something to somebody that had a Ford Roush. Oh my goodness, this supercharger on it. See, Roush is all about it. Roush knows, you know, but what did he do? American. He fucking American this shit up. And he worked with Ford to do it. It wasn't like Roush or Shelby had to do this shit on their own. Rolph isn't trying to do this on their own. I want to work with these guys and help you develop a series engine. I don't want to put Tesla out of business, but I also don't want the inconvenience of charging an electric vehicle all the time. Honestly, it's a big deal to deal with those things. I love the stance on this guy. This reminds me of the Ford Lightning. Right, you guys remember the classic Ford Lightning with the side step on it? This is what that looks like. So this is just your regular F-150, great price at $47,000, single cab, a lot of fun in this. You know, throw a mattress down, go to the beach, go camping. Oh, we found the Flash. So we actually checked out the Flash edition over at, where did we see this one? Electrify Expo. We'll be there in June and later this month. Be sure to let Ford know if you watch this video and he came down, hey, I watched Dale's video. You guys should be working with him to create virtual tours. I'd really appreciate that because I'm doing this shit for free right now, just talking some shit. But I don't know why they called it the Flash, because I really didn't see shit that was Flash oriented related to it. These Lobas, these Mavericks, whatever you want to call them, kind of fun. They definitely remind me a little bit of the Canyons, the Colorados, the Rangers, right? It's kind of got that small truck feel, but then also look at this front end. That's pretty fucking fun. But it also reminds me of like an El Camino. It really does. So it's definitely got that look going to it, and you got a little bit more of a nice car. No problems with any road head, right? That little headrest ain't gonna be in the way. No shifter knob, so no one's in the family getting in there on OnlyFans and humping your shifter. This shit's just getting absurd. You got your Ford Ranger right here. This guy's looking clean as fuck, right? So this is just me doing me. If you guys want to do you, obviously you just hit me up and we'll do you how you want it done, and there ain't gonna be, you know, explicit words used. You know, they're just fucking words. But hey, we like to put meaning behind shit that's meaningless. So we got the Mustang over here right now. This guy's looking pretty clean. They got some pretty aggressive stings, that's for sure. This is a 5.0. Wow, it reminds me a lot of the Fastback. I don't know about you, but this looks a lot. This is a GT 60-year anniversary. That's why this one looks so new. That one is clean. This one's probably pushing 60 grand. I wouldn't be surprised if this is over 60 grand. Doesn't have any, oh, we do have something on the window. A regular 5.0 flat black with this one right next to it. What did I say? I say 60 grand, 65.3. So I wasn't too far off. Probably need to negotiate with the dealership, get that down a little bit. Again, hey, you watch this on mine, this flat black one though. Whoa, this reminds me of a Shelby, right? This one, 72. How is one that's not a 60th anniversary more? How is that? How is that? That is. If I had to decide between the two, I'm going with this one. I'm going midnight. I'm going flat black. I'm liking the red. This shit's clean. What do they got up here? I don't know. Let's go check. You got this Mustang. You got the nice little front fender on it. Big tires on the back on this one. This one's really clean. 55,000, right? You want a Mustang? You want something sporty? Come to Ford. They got you taken care of. We got some Super Duties up here. It's a F250, another F250. Nice wheels over here. This seems a bit excessive. This being recessed out that much. Look at that. That's a big. That's big. That's intimidating to guys with little dicks. I'm telling you, Ford, you gotta be careful when you're sticking big things like that out. All right, geez. Fucking with you. But yeah, it's F350. These guys looking good. We got a lot more. These are the certified owned cars over here. So we got some certified pre-owned trucks. These might be new though. The lot's a little mixed up. It's pretty rare to see F350s without the dualies on them. So this one being a Super Duty F350 Platinum Edition 6.7 Power Stroke. Amazing on the interior. Amazing on the interior, right? It's a work truck. This thing's meant to work. They already got the Rhino lining in the bed. That's looking great. You have the step up. Ford has one of the best steps out of the tailgates. It's a nice light tailgate, and the step mechanism is solid, like super solid. I'd say you could go watch the video that was on my original channel, but you know, I've noted that it was copyright infringement because it wasn't. They don't have the right to use my image. So we'll see what YouTube says. I hope Google stands by me, but who knows? And we got all these Mustangs lined up all the way down. You got a Tremor down there. We got solar. Whoa. Oh my goodness. We could do a whole thing on solar. Look at the wires hanging. The wires hanging. Because why are they hanging? Probably because they use fucking zip ties like cheap bastards. These shitty cheap bastard zip ties instead of the actual wire management clips that you should be using that are metal. And then but yeah, those are just bundled together. I don't see any optimizers on these. You probably didn't need them. This might have been an older site before you needed optimizers or rapid shutdown devices. And they might have been able to circumvent it altogether, depending on the configuration. We have a DC combiner box right here, it looks like. So, yeah, that's a rapid shutdown device too. So I don't know how anybody's reaching to shut that off. I don't know. Is the fireman coming? Is he gonna hit that? Hang on, I'm gonna extend you so I can get a view at this later. Like I can't even reach it fully extended. Like straight up. Like straight up. So I have no idea. Why even install the fucking thing? Why even waste the fucking money installing that stupid ass box when not a goddamn person can reach it? And so for what? If the fucking solar panels catch on fire, what are the guys gonna be doing? They're gonna be fucking pulling the Raptors out. They're gonna grab their fucking cars. People are gonna pull this shit out from under it. They aren't gonna catch on fire. Could it happen? Yeah, sure it could happen. But the probability of it happens relatively low. So I wouldn't even stress it. I'm just confused on, yeah, so that's another DC combiner. You can't, if I jump up in the bed of the truck, then I can reach it? Like seriously? That one didn't have a truck parked there. So is there supposed to always be a park? What there should be is fucking legs up on the goddamn side of the fucking thing so you can climb up it to pull the fucking lever if you want it that damn high. Stupid. Stupid. But we're here about cars. More Ford Raptors. Look at these guys. These guys are bitching. Got a Ford Lightning tucked way back here. This is another Flash Edition. Another Flash Edition in white. We got some work trucks. We got some employee vehicles. So yeah, you got quite a bit going on this lot. This is a much bigger lot compared to the Honda, way bigger than Acura. Acuras look pretty bleak, to say the least. But you know, and Chevy had a big lot too. So if you're out in Temecula area, come check out Ford, Chevrolet, right? Gonna want to check out these two lots, and please mention this video if you found it helpful in purchasing your next vehicle, right? I know I'm a fucking car guy, I'm a tech guy, I'm a fucking asshole when it comes to this shit. I'm a solar guy too. Look at this fucking disconnect over here. They had to trench probably all the way under to get stuff. So you have 3 DC disconnects. So there's a third one for the array. There might be a fourth one that we're not seeing somewhere, but I don't see it. They're all way too high for anybody to fucking reach it. So I don't know where the fire department pulls up, tries to make their way back there to fucking pull that shit. It ain't happening. You know, what they're gonna do is pull the AC disconnect, and that shuts off the solar inverters, and that's it. Yeah, the DC lines stay live, but there's no optimizer. So it's like, I don't know. I digress. Here we go, F550 without it. You got some work trucks over here. Look at this one. This one's ready. You're a solar contractor. You need a good truck. You need something reliable. You know, look at we're at 66,000. This has got the Harbor body on it, ready to go for you. Here you go on the configuration. Edison Motors is replacing the rear end with an electric engine, so you're not having to do much. And then you pull the drive shaft. There's no more drive shaft. Instead, they built out an electric transmission that puts electric energy over to it. And I believe they have a battery buffer. I'm not 100% if they have a battery buffer, but I'm pretty sure they do. But look at all this room to put in a battery there. You get rid of that drivetrain, guys, we can develop this. This truck could go 1,000 miles easily on a series engine, right? On the ones I want to configure, that's my goal, is to get to 1,000 miles. This is a nice work van as well from Ford. Look at this, super clean, ready to go, reliable, under warranty, no dicking around. We got some more of the little tiny Broncos, not the big ones. We got some more work trucks, some more work vans. You know, you're a contractor, this is the kind of stuff you want. If you're a musician, this is, maybe you're starting out, right? This is some good stuff. These are great for one-man bands. I know Mercedes got some nice shit, but you know, this is $51,700. That's not a bad price. That's not a bad price. You know, this is a big F550. This thing's beastie. That's that truck. Now it's, you know, we saw it without the cab. Now here it is with the cab, right? And you got a little bit extra tail room on it. What are you looking at? $65,000 for this with this guy installed, right? That's legit. Got extra stuff for storage out here. You got this flatbed one going on. Spare tire, easily accessible. F350, like straight up. So yeah, I mean the Ford lot is solid. If you're looking for a good car, come to Gosch Ford Temecula. My dad actually was a mechanic for Gosch Toyota in Hemet. He was damn good at it. So he was a pretty solid mechanic over there at Toyota. Worked there for quite a few years after he sold his landscaping company, or I don't know, sold out his share of it. I'm not 100% sure on the details. Cute little Bronco. They know it was meant for women when he got the little, look at that, iridescent. Look at the iridescence on that. Super clean. It's even on the hood. See, it's up here. Little iridescence down there. Nice 32,000 pre-owned, certified by Ford. They got good mechanics back there. Gosch has always had good mechanics. Trust me, my dad was a good mechanic. He taught me a lot of things. I learned from a lot of other mechanics too. Maldonado was a great mechanic. I know a lot of different mechanics. Ripley's a great mechanic. I worked with a lot of race car teams. Anderson's him and his dad, dude. Him and his dad just blew me away to work on some of the cars with them. It's like, dude, here's your run-of-the-mill Bronco, 47,000. Here's the Badlands, 47,000. You got some options, right? These look clean. It's not the Sasquatch. That one's got a hard top. This one's got a soft top. What are you in the mood for? What do you want? You got options. You just got to come down to the Ford dealership, and you don't even need to walk the lot. I just showed you what they got. All you got to do is call them up and go, hey, I watched Dale's 360 video. You idiots need to be doing some virtual experiences with that guy. You know, so chop chop, because I'm about to come down and buy a car because of his video. Help me help you, right? And Shelby's got an F-150. Shelby would have never built an F-150. It's so funny his name gets used on fucking trucks. But hey, whatever. That's part of it. But yeah, it was always that Cobra engine. He died racing, doing what he loved, that's for sure. That was his thing. So, but yeah, no complaints for me. I'm just gonna come in and do my thing and, you know, show you some lots, let you explore. Look at the American flag. Ford's the most American damn fucking company I can think of. Look at this whole lot. I'm gonna expand you. It's a great place to come. I do like this. Terry is a sales rep here. I think he's the sales manager. He's a great guy. Talk to Terry. Let him know Dale sent you. Really good guy. Great dealership, hands down. My grandma's owned Fords like her whole damn life. So you can't go wrong with a Ford, that's for sure. Can't go wrong with a Chevy. Can't go wrong with really any car that's not a Tesla. I'm not trying to get on Tesla, but you know, it's just me. I like my cars. I like them the way they are. So be sure to subscribe and follow. And remember, if you come to any of these dealerships from this video, please be sure to let them know. You know, because I want to get their work. I want to create virtual experiences. You know, I want to